A lot of you take and rely upon public transit to get to work, to get around your communities, to make ends meet. And that's something that, frankly, in any urban center in Canada is becoming more of an issue. How do we have more access to public transit, and how do we make it more affordable? I'm here today in my riding of Calgary Nose Hill to bring a really great announcement to you. This morning, our leader, Andrew Scheer, announced that we would implement, when elected in October, a public transit tax credit of about 15%. So this means that if you take transit on a regular basis and buy things like a monthly pass, depending on where you're at in the city and the cost of those passes, it's going to be a savings in the hundreds of dollars, possibly even over $1,000 a year for you and your family. Now, Justin Trudeau, you'll remember he did this video a few weeks ago with him riding on a bus. As if Justin Trudeau of expensive $2 million Mercedes fame has ever ridden a bus in his life. Seriously, come on. But you'll remember that Justin Trudeau actually cut a similar tax credit, which resulted in the cost of public transit going up for virtually every Canadian that uses it. At the same time that he increased that, I have to show you this. This is the perfect example of Justin Trudeau's failures, and it's here in my riding. So Justin Trudeau has spent billions of your tax dollars on really dumb things. He's increased your taxes, and he has not really delivered on any sort of public transit infrastructure. In 2015, so 4 years ago now, over 4 years ago, our previous Conservative government announced the largest infrastructure investment in Calgarian history with the Green Line public transit expansion. This was supposed to build a train from downtown Calgary up to my riding, which has some of the highest public transit usership or ridership in the city. So there's a $1.5 billion on the table. Everything's all come together. There was the sign that was here. Well, here's the sign today. Here it is. Under Justin Trudeau, he's increased your taxes, increased deficit. And does my riding have an LRT? No, it's got this lovely graffiti torn sign. This is to me the perfect example of liberal incompetence. So he eliminated the tax credit, the public tax credit that we're now saying we are going to restore and expand. He basically completely dropped the ball on any sort of infrastructure spending. We're spending billions of dollars on I don't know what. I'm certainly not seeing it here in my community. So I think that this is just a perfect contrast of, you know, what we would do, a positive Conservative vision for this country under our government, as opposed to the failures where Trudeau, his scandal-plagued, you know, just debt-ridden government has really done nothing better, or done nothing to make your life better. Here's the reality. In Calgary, the mayor of our city has led a council that has spent $300 million, $300 million, and has, ostensibly on the Green Line, and has built zero meters of track. I'm sure that they're going to come out and say, oh, we need more money because somehow, you know, people that spend $300 million and not build anything should be rewarded. I think we should take an opposite approach. I think we should start talking really seriously about the fact that we can't just spend more and more and more money without seeing results. Spending is not a metric, but certainly reducing taxes to make life more affordable so that you have more money in your pocket is the right way to go. So I'm really proud of our leader today for announcing this policy. Many of you, this is going to make a material impact on you. This is the exact opposite of the carbon tax, right? This is something that is going to encourage more people to take public transit. It's going to make sure that it's more affordable. That's going to pull cars off the road and help the environment. We know that a carbon tax is not going to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but here we have more money going back into your pocket with better environmental outcomes, as opposed to taking money from you with no environmental outcomes. Such a great announcement today. Really proud of it. And I hope you share this really positive announcement that I think will encourage a lot of people to vote Conservative in the coming weeks. Working hard for you and the campaign trail here in Calgary. Have a great day.